Good morning and a happy Friday. Well, mostly higher trade across the ag space here overnight. Soybeans are the upside leader right now, trading 5 to 6 cents better, up a buck or two in the meal, while bean oil prices are up about 15 points, steady to slightly lower in the feed grains. This afternoon, CFTC Commitment of Traders data will update positions as of this Tuesday. First time been able to say that for a while major USDA updates on Monday. Since 2000, there has been a bit of a historical tilt towards higher trade following the January USDA production stocks and acreage data. Since 2000, spot corn prices, they have closed higher on report day 58% of the time, 64% of the time in soybeans, and 68% of the time in wheat. Weather-wise, we saw widespread rains across the U.S. midsection yesterday, stretching from the east central plains right up through the Midwest and into the Great Lakes region. Much needed rain to fall in the southeast today. Good rains also fell in the past 24 hours across central growing areas of Argentina, helping improve crop prospects there. And conditions just remain overall mostly favorable to quite favorable across much of Brazil. Today, the Supreme Court is expected to rule on the legality of the Trump administration's use of tariffs. At risk is roughly $150 billion in tariff revenue so far collected by the federal government. Right now, crude oil prices are up 45 cents a barrel. U.S. dollar index is slightly higher, while U.S. stock indices steady to higher, awaiting key U.S. employment data from December. Economists expect non-farm payrolls grew about 60,000 in the month, while the unemployment rate is expected to dip 0.1% to 4.5%. Corn holding steady at 446, just above its 50-day moving average. Traders expect production will fall about 200 million bushels in Monday's USDA report, with yield slipping to 184 bushels an acre. Ending stocks, however, are expected to drop only 57 million bushels to 1.972. Much of the lower production expected to be offset by lower feed usage. The Buenos Aires Grain Exchange, they report Argentine corn plantings have reached 89% versus 92% a year ago. 75% of the crop is rated in good to excellent condition. However, that is down a little bit from the 82% last week, but well above the 46% from a year ago. March beans holding up about a nickel higher right now, holding just below this week's low at 10.70 and a half. March oil also holding at the top end of its 48 to 50 cent trading range there. March meal continues to chop around its 100-day moving average. Flash sales at China this week only total 468,000 tons, well below the rumored 1 to 1.5 million metric tons sold. We'll see if the USDA adds to that total at 8 a.m. this morning. Reuters poll does show traders expect bean production here in the U.S. fell about 24 million bushels from the November estimate, now down to 4.229 billion, average yield of 52.7 bushels an acre. Ending stocks expected to remain very steady, close to that 290 million bushels reported in November. Rather wide range, however, from 245 million bushels all the way up to 350, largely hinging on what the USDA does with the exports. Despite the return of China as a buyer of U.S. beans, still see them cutting their export forecast 50 million bushels on Monday. Buenos Aires Grain Exchange reports bean plantings 88% done in Argentina, while holding their production forecast at 48 million metric tons. Wheat, rather quiet here, within a penny or so of unchanged. Ending stocks expected to slip about 5 million bushels on Monday to 896. Winter wheat acres expected coming down 2%. Harvest in Argentina largely done. Buenos Aires Grain Exchange held production at 27.8 million metric tons. Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great weekend.